Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 15 of Civilization 5 as Poland. At least I think this is episode 15. I've kind of lost count while I've been recording today, so this well could be episode 14. Either way, whatever episode number I've just said, ignore that if it's wrong. The number in the description of the video will be correct. So we are still at war with Cardiff and... well, we're at war with the Celts. Cardiff is going down slowly. They are still sending a few more units my way. A couple more turns, we should be able to take it from them. I'm not too concerned right now. The war hasn't really been a major problem. Yes, it's cost me a fair bit of gold in frigates and a little bit of production time. Luckily, touch wood, we haven't lost any of our trade routes yet. Quite a few ideologies popping up right now. We're going to have to start thinking about which ideology we want to get. Krakow has grown again. That's actually quite quick. You're working that, which is a pretty not a great tile. 22 turns until growth. 16 turns. Let's go for that one. Wilsonia has finished the public school. That is fantastic. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a... let's get a market, actually. We could do with a little bit more gold. I don't have nearly as much as I would like. And yes, I know that it's still only working one of its university slots. We shall continue to fire upon Cardiff. We have got these two frigates that have +1 range. We've got a couple of other frigates that have taken some damage. Could we actually take that on this turn with the privateer? No, we wouldn't do enough damage. That's unfortunate. Cargo ship, you were previously going to that one. Let's keep on with that. So the problem at the moment is the two cargo ships that I have probably aren't quite enough to do enough damage to get Cardiff down. We really need 3 ships hitting it, but I don't have a third one that can reach it right now. We've got a great general, which is fantastic. Let's get him up to the front line as soon as possible. And on to the next turn. Yeah, it would be nice if I had another frigate with +1 range. Unfortunately, I do not. I'm not going to waste my time firing at that worker. I mean, I probably could, but what would be the point? Oh, it looks like Austria, actually. If you take that Austria, I'm going to be so annoyed. Are Austria actually at war with them? Yes, they are. So, the other problem I've got here... and this is annoying, is I can't actually get to Cardiff now. Because we're currently being blocked by units. Now then, how much damage could I do if I moved in all of the damaged stuff? Could we do enough to be able to take it on this turn? We'd also need to be able to... we'd also need to have to wipe out that worker as well. We can wipe out the worker. You have less health. Could you wipe out the worker? Okay, this is going to be risky, but we're going to see if we can do it. If this doesn't work, we may well have just handed this city to Austria. But I think we might just have enough to do it. Yeah, I think we've got it. Yeah, we have. Brilliant. Good. I didn't want Austria to get it, so I had to take a little bit of a risk there. We want to raise this city, I think. Now, they do still have a cannon there, but it's a ranged unit. They can't take it with a ranged unit. Wilsonia has grown, apparently. 6 production on the coal. Yeah, let's stick with that, actually. Krakow has finished the workshop. That was nice and quick. We should probably start thinking about getting a... oh, we're out of happiness. We are raising a city, of course. That's part of the reason for that. So let's get the public school. As soon as that city goes away, the happiness will not be an issue. Let's just put these guys on to alert. Sorry, Austria, you're not having it. You can do as much damage to it as you want with the cannons, but unless you've got a melee unit in range, and even if they use their roads, they're going to get caught in Austria's zone of control there, so I don't really think we have to worry about the cannon. You want to continue buying that from me, do you? Thought you were embargoed. Or does embargo... Oh, embargo just stops them having trade routes. It doesn't stop you actually doing direct trade with them. Unit promotion. Privateer gets a promotion. You can have... I thought, what did we give you? Oh, you start with one of these, don't you? You start with, like, Coastal Raider or something. Boarding Party. Let's go ahead and give you Coastal Raider 2. Now, I bet we can't actually hit that cannon. No, we can't. That's unfortunate. So what we're going to do is just move people back into safe waters. And we're actually going to move the frigate out of there so it can heal up. We don't want to lose it if we accidentally lose the city. Cardiff, we get to choose something to build. It doesn't make any difference anyway because we are raising it, so we'll just leave it doing that. This frigate is fine now. Might do a little bit of exploration with it. We might find something else that we can go and shoot at. Let's go and put our Admiral to sleep. You need to get all of your health back. You need to get all of your health back. And now we have ourselves a nice little fleet of frigates that we can actually use to take some... Well, not necessarily take some stuff. They're nice and defensive. I'm a little bit worried that they've got units around here somewhere. Even if they do take it, I can still grab it back from them. So they're going to lose it one way or another anyway. One more turn and it'll be completely razed. Yeah, oh, Austria's got a lot of units down here. Yeah, there's no way the Celts are going to take that back. Research agreement with Sweden. Yeah, we definitely want to keep that going. Now, a few videos ago, I actually said I was going to try and check and see who was the tech leader, and I completely forgot about doing that. So let's have a quick look at the Songhai. Songhai have discovered 2 techs that I haven't, so they're 2 techs ahead. Morocco has discovered 1 tech that I haven't. Who else do we have? The Inca have discovered 1 tech that I haven't. And we can't actually reach anybody else, I don't think. Either way, it looks like we are probably close to being the tech leader, if we are not already. Cargo ship, you can carry on going to Saleh. And you were sort of sneaking down and around here. Oh, would you look at that? There's a unit that we can fire at for free XP. It's the only reason I'm shooting at it is because I can. And we've got ourselves an Admiral. Fantastic. Let's move you over here. You can shoot at it as well. This is just payback now. You are going to probably... Now, can you park in there? You can, but we can just teleport you, so we'll do that. You are going to move to Githyonia. Wasn't sure if you could put an Admiral and a General in there at the same time, but apparently you can. We could just peace out now with the Celts. But I'm not going to, because I'm just going to keep shooting this guy if he stays there. Get myself some more XP. I think they've still got their city up here. Hopefully they'll think again before deciding to try and attack me. They probably won't, because, you know, it's Deity AI, and for some reason it thinks it had half a chance to get me. So yeah, even if I had kept Cardiff, it's a little bit pointless, because that Truffles tile belongs to them anyway. Yep, we'll sell that to you. I guess I could pop a Great General and steal it, but there really isn't much point, to be honest. That's that done anyway, so let's go ahead and finish off that guy. And it's been fun, thanks for all the fish. Will you pay me all of your money? Yes, you will. Did she just call me a bitch? It really sounded like that. Okay, so Wilsonia has finished the market. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a seaport's probably not a bad idea. Make some of the ocean tiles slightly better, but I think we'll go for the zoo. Happiness is not a major problem, but it's not great either. Francis Drake, you can stay there and sleep. And most of these frigates we're just going to sort of leave. Just just out and around, just in case the Celts decide to attack us again, which they probably will. Oh, look at this. All of a sudden, she wants to buy stuff from me. Well, okay, I'll tell you what then. We'll go for the embassy. She says, yes, I want to make sure that I've got wine available first and see if anybody else actually wants to buy it. I doubt anybody else will, but let's make sure that we do actually have a spare one first before we end up down to 4 happiness. Sweden's now gone to war on Austria. Hardly a surprise. Wow, the Incans are even forward settling Austria now. Look at this. Yeah, hopefully these two are going to stay at war for a while. Now then, in terms of resources, yep, we do have a spare wine. So let's go ahead and sell that to the Celts. At the end of the day, we're taking their money from them. And she's still willing to give me full price, and she's still friendly. Despite the fact that she has declared war on me twice. She's also stealing antiquities from Askir. He's going to love that. So let's pull you back. You can fortify up. You can fortify up. 10 turns we'll get another great writer. Really not going for tourism in this campaign. It seems very little point to getting any tourism at all. Obviously it's good for ideology pressure. I don't know which ideology we're going to go for yet. I haven't really wrapped my head around that. I'll probably take a look at that in a minute actually. And start thinking where we might want to go with that. We probably want to try and stay friendly with Sweden. There we go, we've got electricity. Haven't got any aluminium, which is fantastic. So what do we want to go into here? We might want to go into... do we want to go into radio? We could go for biology and get the oil. We could go into dynamite and get artillery, although we don't have any cannons or anything like that. Seems a little bit pointless. Let's go and get replaceable parts, just so we can get great war infantry. I'll just have a little bit of a look around here. I'm not too interested in what's going on. I'm actually going to start coming back now. It doesn't really matter what's down there. Nobody cares. Let's go and have a quick look at the ideology, just to see what everybody else is doing. So, Austria and Morocco have gone order. Sweden has gone autocracy. They are all content. Austria has a lot of tourism output. I might want to go autocracy. I'm not really sure at the moment. I'll have to think about it when the time comes, because it may have changed by then. Different people may have picked up some more ideologies. Wow. The Celts want a declaration of friendship. I mean, really? We also need to bring this privateer back now. It's not healing anymore because we don't have the friendly land. Songhai have picked up autocracy. Sweden and the Songhai are friends. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go autocracy. That's most likely going to be the best thing for us. Let's start getting you back home. And we'll get that privateer over there as well. You're going to heal up. I thought somewhere would grow. No, it's just borders. To still not the fish tile. How are we not getting that rock tile? Right. As far as I'm aware, and you guys work with me on this, right? I'm not going mad here, okay? There's the city tile. 1, 2, 3. I should be able to buy that tile. It's adjacent to 2 tiles, 3 tiles, 4 tiles. No, 1, 2, 3. 3 adjacent tiles that I own, but I cannot buy this tile. For some odd reason. I should be allowed to buy that tile. I don't know why it won't let me. It is just completely baffling. Do not understand it at all. I know sometimes the enhanced user interface glitches out and it won't let you buy a tile from one city if it is what it considers to be in range of another city, but it's 4 tiles away from Warsaw. Who's Austria fighting? Austria's fighting Sweden. Obviously I've got a spy in Vienna, so we're getting to watch this. We're getting a front row seat. So, okay then, let me just test out my own theory, just to check. If I go to Warsaw... Yeah, Warsaw won't let me buy it either, so there's definitely something weird going on with that. We have got the public schools now, which we probably should be working. 3 turns until we grow in Warsaw, so we'll wait for that to happen. Githyonia, do you have your public school yet? No, you're working on it. 3 more turns. Wilsonia, you probably have yours. Yes, you do, but you're not even working all the university slots right now. Where can we rob somebody away from? 1 and 3. 11 turns until growth. We'll put you in the university. Krakow, you're working on the public school. Everybody else is good for the time being. Okay, on to the next turn then. Could go ahead and buy some gold from Austria and grow Githyonia a little more quickly. That's not a bad idea. What do our other cities want? No, we still don't want open borders. You want marble, you want Wales, you want spices. Well, we can get spices, and we can get the gold. We have marble, don't we? No, I thought we had marble down here. We've got two sources of stone. Well, I'll say 2. One of them it won't let me have. I thought I had marble, though. Apparently not. Oh, quite close to some aluminium. We should actually move to that, and there's 8 aluminium there, so that'll be worth having. Githyonia can still apparently attack a nearby enemy. It keeps telling me it can do that when it clearly can't, because we're not even at war with anybody. Unless there's a barbarian camp within 2 tiles that for some reason I cannot see. I've got no idea what is going on with that. Not a clue at all. There's Machu Picchu. We can actually see it. It's over there next to Sale. Wasn't Morocco actually working on that archaeological site before? Austria's there now. Warsaw has grown in size. That is fantastic. So where did you go and put that person on the production? Where you can go and work the public school. That should be fine. I think everyone else that needs orders can just fortify up. Yep, you can fortify up as well. Always nice when boats become useful. So we'll have the public school in Githyonia very soon. And we've got some factories queued up, so it won't be too long before we actually have to pick our own ideology. Nobody else should beat us to that aluminium, so we should be okay there. In fact, we will not even get that on the next turn. It's 150, so I'm just going to buy it and just make sure that we don't lose it. So we can adopt a policy. Let's go ahead and get scientific revolution. Who got the porcelain tower? Did somebody get the porcelain tower? We can get a free tech, actually. What do we want to grab? Let's grab radio, because then that'll lead into plastics. Now we're in another era, which gives us a free social policy. Don't know what we're going to do with that, because we can't pick our ideology yet, unless we build a factory. How many factories do we have? You've almost finished. It's a shame I can't save that. It's a little bit of a shame. Happiness from connected cities. Unhappiness from citizens in non-occupied cities. Don't really need a settler. Don't really need any of these other things. Done that in the wrong order, really. Let's just go and do that one. Just help us out with happiness. Only a tiny little bit. My own derp, but what can you do? So, any tiles we're working that aren't brilliant? What if we took you out of there? 7 turns to 13 turns. I think we'll leave you there for now. We maybe buy some gold and get you to grow a little bit quicker. We could also go and get a... harbour might not be a bad idea. Let's go and get the harbour. Assign delegates. Cultural heritage sites or world religion. Well, we don't want the world religion, so we'll just vote against that. There's no point voting against Sweden because they've got a massive amount of votes anyway. So we'll just vote against the Incans because we don't like them. We have ourselves another spy Who do we not like? We're already spying on Austria. We're already spying on the Incans. There's not much point in spying on the Celts. I guess we could go and have a defensive spy now. We haven't had anything stolen from us for a while, but we are getting to that point. Or are there any city-states that we probably should be working on? We could try and kick the Incans out of Sydney. So let's go and do that then. Let's take our spare spy. We will move you to Sydney. We'll see if we can grab that for ourselves. Just because I don't want them to have it. Not because I really want it for myself, you know, but we'll see what happens. I still need to get that other cargo route. I wish that icon would go away because it's definitely glitching out somewhere. Let me also remember to send at least one of these workers up and get that aluminium connected, because I bought the stuff and then I haven't actually gone and worked on it yet. World religion fails, cultural heritage sites passes. So you're going to go up there and start working on that. Now then, let's have a quick look at the right screen. Okay, so Morocco already has dissidents. Songhai and Sweden have autocracy, and I think that's what we're going to have to go for. I'm not going to get an early adopter tenant, but I'm playing Poland, so it shouldn't really matter. So if we go for autocracy, it does help. It doesn't help towards a science victory, which is the big problem. But going for something else is probably going to put so much pressure on me, it will be absolutely painful. So we're going to go for autocracy, mainly for the relationship than anything else. We should still be okay overall. I think we'll be able to... Yeah, nobody cares. I think we'll be able to get ahead in tech. It is probably going to be a science victory. We're too isolated down here to be able to do anything else, really. Domination victory is definitely out of the question. I've never managed a cultural victory on anything above... King, I think. Might have done one on Emperor. I'm not entirely certain. I can't remember. But the diplomatic victories are hard enough at the best of times. Choose host. Might as well be Sweden. And the diplomatic victory is going to be very hard with Austria in the game, because Austria, of course, are buying all the city-states. So there is a fish tile. So just so I don't forget, we'll queue up a workboat there. And that is all we can do on this turn. So I'm going to end the video there. Just have a quick scout around, see if I can see any more aluminium on the map that's close to me. That's the only one I can see. Looks like Edinburgh might actually fall. They're still at war with Austria. But, oh well, that's their own fault. They shouldn't be so aggressive. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 5. I'll see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.